Hey peeps and duds, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video we are going to do a simple DIY, which is making this pretty cool metal necklace. These are unisex necklaces, so anyone could use them, but mine are a more masculine take on these types of necklaces. Okay y'all, we're starting off with the metal necklace, and this one, I've been looking forward to making this necklace for so long, and you'll see why. I got myself a silver chain I got at Walmart for very cheap. It comes with some metal clasps and rings for the necklace, which makes my life so much easier. I also got myself a pewter piece. If you've seen my last video, I polished these pewter spirits, and I actually got myself a spare one, and this one actually has a scratch on the back, which is why I chose to make it a necklace. And also, this is a very special one to me. It's the first spirit piece I ever obtained, so I want that one on my neck for eternity. I want to treasure this specific spirit piece, so I'm using it in the necklace. Okay, so first off, I got myself a wooden block, a nail, and a hammer. Just place the spirit piece on the wooden block, and then align the nail to the point you want a hole to form. This nail's just supposed to make an indent so we could drill on it later. But that was easy. What the heck? I didn't mean to do that, but oh well. That makes my life easier, I guess. Yeah, I actually didn't want, okay. I was supposed to drill through it, but I guess the nail just wanted to go through. Okay, this sounds dumb. I was supposed to drill through it, but it looks like the nail did all the work for me. I mean, I just hit it and then it went straight through the pewter. So if you're using a different metal piece, you may need to drill through it. Just use the nail to make an indent so it's easier. But if it's pewter like mine, the nail should probably go through it. As you can see, the edges didn't come out super clean, so I'm just gonna use the hammer and actually fix up those edges. I'm just smoothing out the edges with the hammer, and I'm also going in with the nail, just going back and forth and cleaning up the shape. You could also use a Dremel, but this is all up to personal preference. In this shot, I'm just using the hammer nail. Let's go work on the chain now. So I just unravel all the chain, make sure it's not tangled, and then measure out how long you want the chain. I want my necklace to be 18 inches long, so I measure out 18 inches, but I take off a little bit more so that the clasps and ring adds up to 18 inches. I just use some pliers. I would suggest you use some long nose pliers and not this plier, but that was all I had that day, so I worked with what I got. I attached the ring to one end of the chain, and I attached a clasp to the other end of the chain to form the chain of the necklace. And that's basically the chain all together, and now it's time to work on the charm. I got the pewter piece and one of the spare rings to form the pendant. Just pressing it down so it's not so bumpy and bulky on the pendant. I kind of made it an oval shape. That's basically the necklace done. You could stop here, but I did attempt to tarnish it. I wanted this to have a patina, like a dark discoloration to it, which is actually the opposite of what I wanted in the last video. But I wanted this to have a dark patina to it. And I've seen people add patina to silver and other metals with an egg, so I wanted to give that a try. I just boiled an egg in some water for like 10 minutes, broke through the shell, added the egg into a plastic bag, smushed it, and then threw the necklace in there. And that's supposed to darken the metal. But even leaving it in for about 30 minutes to an hour, I saw no change at all. All it did was make my metal very dirty. So I don't know what metal the chain is made of. It just said silver chain online. I'm not so it's not really specifying it. But I know that pewter has other metals like silver in it, so I thought it was gonna discolor these. But it didn't really do anything, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. So that's basically the necklace done. This was a very simple project. It only took me a little bit over an hour to do, including the egg experiment. But that's not really bad for a craft. And seeing as I'm feeling generous today, I am gonna throw in a bonus necklace for you guys. We're gonna be working on a beaded necklace. I got myself some beads. It comes in various colors and sizes. And don't worry, I'll be using all of these in a future video, hint hint. But I'm really excited with using these beads. I also got myself an elastic cord. And all of this was fairly cheap at Michael's. The beads were on clearance and the elastic cord was only like $2 to $3. So starting off, I'm selecting the beads I want to use. The base color I want for this necklace is the light brown and an accent color, which is the dark brown. I'm just using those two beads. You could either unpackage and unravel all the beads, all the strands of beads, or you could do what I did and just snip them right off. But I failed to realize that I should have grabbed a paper plate beforehand because you don't want to lose those beads. Collect all the beads and then it's time to get the cord. There's many ways you could do this. You could cut a long length of cord and tie a knot to the end, or you could do what I did, which is very unprofessional, is just unwrap it and just attach the attach the beads right onto the cord without cutting it at all. So I just slid in a couple beads and make sure to form a pattern. I did it in segments. So the segment went from 3 light browns to 1 dark brown. That's basically the segment and kept repeating it throughout the entire necklace. And make sure you love the pattern beforehand because you don't want to form an entire necklace and turns out you hate it later. Because trust me, adding these beads took so long. It took me probably like about 45 minutes straight just adding beads to a cord. So you do you. So once I got the pattern I liked, I just continued it along the necklace. And while you're at it, make sure you measure out how long you want the train of beads to go. I made mine 16 inches at first, but I failed to realize that is actually too small for my neck. So I went to 18 inches in length. So also make sure you test out how long you want the necklace because you don't want to redo this entire process all over again. And that was, I guess you could say, simple. It was painful, but once you get the hang of it, it is actually pretty fun. It's okay. Once you're done applying all the beads, you just tie up the ends with a couple knots and then super glue them so they don't come loose. And that's basically a necklace done. Anyways, this necklace turned out pretty well. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you love these necklaces. I love these necklaces. I especially love the metal one. This one's my favorite necklace I've ever owned. And I hope you like these necklaces too. Sorry for a little delay in uploading, but my next video should explain it. I literally just finished the project. I was working on one project at the same time as this one, so you'll see why it took so long. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you people guys next time. A good bye-bye!